Alright, it's August 7th, 2009, 2:27 p.m. Steve and I are setting up the 4-camera system. This is our 4-camera system that you may have seen in our other videos. 4 wired infrared motion sensing cameras with 60-foot cables on each camera, so there's going to be a total of 4 cameras. The way we're going to power it is we're going to use a camouflaged plastic tote with a 12-volt deep cell battery right here to provide power via a 400-watt inverter. You can see the 4-camera system is plugged in to the inverter, which is being powered by the battery, and we estimated 61 hours of running time for the cameras. Steve has the base, the first alert base, and what he's doing, he's programming the base, the unit to it. It's got an SD card in it, 2 GB card to record anything the cameras detect. We got the flat screen TV here hooked up to the system just to program it. Obviously the monitor is not going to be in the field. It's going to be disconnected, and it'll become an isolated standalone system. We won't need the monitor. The audio and video jacks here will be disconnected, and on the back of the unit there's 4 ports for 4 cameras. And once we get all programmed, we'll disconnect the monitor, hook up the cameras once we get the tote into the...
Okay, well, this is our 4-cam system that we're setting up. Here's the system right here. Cameras are strung out. We're going down into the creek. We're laying the 4th camera right now. Here's how we set up the system. It's quite simple. We have a battery, we have an inverter, and then this unit's going to slide in here once we're happy with the cameras. We arm the camera, or arm the system, by pushing this one button here, and it starts up. This is the pictures that we're looking at here. I'm not sure if you can see them. That's camera 1 that we're looking at. That's camera 2. There's camera 3. And there's camera 4, and that's being set up as we speak. So you'll probably see Steve in there. Back to camera 1. Now what we're trying to do here is catch anything coming down this creek that's going to the river to do any salmon fishing. We're going to leave this out for a few, 3 or 4 days. Come back, pull the SD card, swap out the battery, and then set it back up again and let it sit. Salmon season again is from August until September, and it starts whenever the river gets high enough that the fish feel that they can spawn up the river. Here's kind of the area that we're in. It's heavily forested. This is why we're thinking it's got to travel by the rivers, at least in this area. And as you've seen on the previous video, the river looks like it's easily navigable to get down to the creek looks navigable to get down to the river. So that's about it for now. We're gonna do our best to and wish us luck. Thanks.
Alright, it's August 7, 2009, 3:09 p.m. I'm down by the creek where we're setting up our camera trap. 4 cameras, motion sensing, infrared. I haven't camouflaged a lot of the wires yet. Just want to give you an idea what our setup looks like. Camera 1, shooting towards the creek. Camera 2, if I can find it. Camera 2, overlooking the tunnel. Camera 3, also overlooking the tunnel. And camera 4 on the left side as you're facing up the hill. So we're going to have 4 cameras overlooking the top of the tunnel here where the creek's running into. We're hoping for an approach from the creek down probably or possibly through the tunnel to the other side, or maybe up the ridge. We're just hoping to get some kind of activity at night. And I'm going to finish up camouflaging some of the wire and everything, mostly from people. Any people will be coming from the top where my van is, coming down, and they won't be able to see the cameras on the other side of the trees. But if they get down here and start working their way up, I want to make sure it's going to be hard for them to see any of the equipment. All right.